So I've been collecting these envelopes, either junk mail or envelopes inside of junk mail. And I've been talking on the phone with a girlfriend today. So I just started gluing them together to make like a base for my journal. And then I can, you know, lay the papers and stuff over. And so I'm just gluing one flap to the other, and then I'm sliding it inside so that I can have these pockets, and I can use them if I want, or I can cover over the pockets. And so I'm just doing that and making these like the pages. So I've started, I've started them here, and then I'll bind them, you know, together. Some I've actually glued them together, if that makes sense, like multiple, you know, pages together. But then I'll, you know, bind them down the middle. And then each page will have a tuck spot if I want to, or I can just, you know, cover it completely. And this is still going to be my cover, but so I'll have to cut them down, you know. And so I will have pockets at the top, so I could use some as like top loading pockets if I want, or side tucks, and this will form the base for this junk journal. Okay, I have now gotten all my envelopes, you know, kind of glued together like book pages. And some of them I've already cut in half, because like this one, I wanted to make it like a Joey DeFee envelope flapper. So when we get in here, it opens up like this. And so, so I did make some of those, and I wanted to make sure that they had clearance, like I didn't cut them off. And so I had, you know, a couple more of those. And so I obviously haven't bound it yet. So this, the largest of the envelopes, is obviously bigger than my book. So this is like a 9x6. This was like a mail postage, you know, delivery package made out of cardboard. And so what I decided to do was measure this, and then I kind of found the halfway point and made sure, as you can see, it's gonna fit inside. So I will have two signatures, because I did make a spine there. So I'll be able to sew two signatures into this. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting, now that I've gotten all of these glued together, I'm going to cut them and make two signatures. I have what will be my two signatures here. I've cut down the envelopes and trimmed the edges so they fit inside. And I've got them laid out kind of how I want them. And now I've just got them clipped together here while I decide where I'm gonna bind them in at. So I measured so they'd be equal distance from in the spine. And my next thing is to punch my holes and stitch it in. I cannot find my awl, so I'm going to use this and see how that works, because I have no idea what I did with that since I moved. But that's the next step, and then I'll be ready to start decorating these pages. Okay, so I dug out some thread. I got several of these from like a thrift store or something, just like this on this plastic thing. So I felt like this color went well with the theme. And I've got one signature stitched in so far, and this did work pretty good. I thought I'd show you, hold on. So this did work pretty good as far as poking the hole all the way through. And I just set it on this book and poke through, so you can see I use it as the, you know, way to poke all the way through. And so I've got this one done, and now I'm going to add the second signature right there. Okay, so this is right side up, but as you can tell, this is not perfect. It was a little harder to get it, you know, with these than just regular paper, but it's okay because it's not supposed to be perfect. And I can put something like lace or fabric on the outside of that and cover it up if I want to. You know, I don't know. But I have the signatures all, you know, everything's in here. And now it is ready for me to start covering up, making decisions about, you know, how I want to decorate this. So that will be my next step. I have had my clips on here to kind of help, you know, weight it down. But I'm at the point now where I want to cover this spine. And I pulled out my box of like, you know, scraps, and I know I have some more, but they're probably still in storage because I still have to figure out a better organization system here in my office. But I just thought, you know, I wanted to try to find some colors that I thought would work well with that. This is pretty good. And I wondered, did I want to put some like fabric here or some lace? I have this fabric I had purchased at a local thrift shop or thrift store when it was kind of going out of business, I think. And I have yet to open it. Or did I get this at a garage sale? Oh, no, I think I got it like an antique thrift, you know, store. But I wondered if this green would look pretty good. So let's see if we can figure out how to open this. And I think these were just packaged together because maybe they were leftover pieces from a quilt or something that someone was doing. And I wondered, because this was kind of like, you know, got the green and the orange. Maybe, and I've got plenty of yellow here. So do I want, if I did, maybe just make like a, you know, just a little spine cover there. I was thinking about some kind of lace. And this is pretty, but I don't feel like it quite has enough orange in it. Let's see what else we got in here. Ah, lace. Another, I think this was probably a Salvation Army. I usually put these kind of tags on them at my local. Actually, I don't know if it's just where I live or if it's kind of a general trend that the local, like Salvation Army and thrift stores are not selling as many craft items. I think they're probably selling them online because I used to be able to go in there and just, there would be so many, you know, items and craft things and, you know, leftovers or whatever from projects. And now there's hardly anything. Not that I really need anymore, because clearly I still have plenty of things, but you know, I like to go in and find them. Now see, this is kind of pretty, but yeah, so I don't know, is that just here where I'm at, or is that like a kind of a universal thing? I mean, that's okay, but it just doesn't seem like very, what if I put these on top of this? Let's see. Let's just see if that would work, because then I could just pull my sewing machine out. Maybe. I mean, okay. It's not, I don't hate it. It's definitely gives it a little more, I don't know, some body or something to that. Then we cover up all that pretty pink. But I think I do like it. All right. So I'm going to make, I think I'll sew this on top of this, and then I just can, glue that down. So that's probably what I'll do next. Then I can start. Now, do I want to put something on here? If I'm going to have this already, or do I put like, you know, a focal point or something? I mean, I made these to kind of go on the inside, but I could put something on the outside. This would still need something. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sold on it just yet. What have I got over here? Oh, here's another green. I think it's too dark. Yeah, too dark. Let's put it over there. What else have I got? Oh, I did forget. I found this green. Well, do I want to layer that? Maybe like, you know, stitch it into like a snippet roll or something. And then, or, you know, do like a little ruffle. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty. What do you think about that? Can you even tell? Kind of. So all of that, and I just had to glue this because the ribbon was not actually sewing. So I don't know if it's just, it was snagging and catching. The lace seemed to be fine. So I just glued the lace on top of that, and then I glued the ribbon onto the spine. I'm just letting that kind of dry, but since I had the sewing machine out, it's still a little wet. Since I had the sewing machine out, I thought it sews paper fine. So I went ahead and started stitching around there, and as you can see, I ran out of the dark thread, but I found these two colors, and I think they'll go well with whatever I'm trying to do here. So I just added a little green and what is this? Peeled paint, and then vintage photo, and just kind of around the edges. And I thought it actually was still getting lost on here. As you can see, it's not very standing out. So I dug out these pages, and I think this one's just a little too busy still. But this one, this cover page, I think we'll add a nice little border to that. And then I'm gonna have this down here that I will probably trim off, but maybe I could add just a little lace at the bottom or underneath it, maybe. I don't know. Just, you know, something to echo what's on the spine a little bit. And I still have the sewing machine out over there. I could maybe do like a little, there's not much left on this card. In fact, there was a little bit of this that maybe I could use, but this is it. So I figured I'll just use this up in the project somehow. But I could either maybe just do like a little cluster there and find a word, or which I had something around here. I don't think these are the words I want necessarily. But, you know, I'll probably dig around in that bag over there. But if I had something, you know, just like a word there, I think that'd look okay. I mean, I guess explore isn't bad, but that's not what I was thinking. Then I could just do like, you know, one little word there. Yes, that is maybe what I'm gonna do. So let's do that. Now that I got the sewing machine out and working. Okay, now I am a fan of strings on, just because I feel like that adds to the shabby chicness of it, but I think I will probably trim it a little bit, you know. Are you guys, you know, strings on, or do you like to trim them all off? I may trim them a little bit more, but we'll see. Let's see how this is. I feel like that's gonna give me a little bit better. Oh yeah, yeah, I like that much better. I think so. I wanted to leave that little border, that little blue border there. There wasn't one there because obviously it was the, you know, the rest of that. But I don't hate it. And, you know, it just reminds me that it was the cover page for the book. So I think we'll leave that there, and maybe, what else do I need for that before I glue that down? What about this one? Is that too much? Do I have too much with the lace and the, I mean, maybe, but I don't hate it. Wouldn't need that much of it. But then if I do I still need something else there? I wish I could hear what you're saying. Do I or don't I? Oh yeah, that's, if I'm gonna put it on there, I kind of want some of that color peeking out there. I mean, I don't hate it. I think what I need to do is find out what word, let's just do that. Find out what kind of word I want there. Let's see, do I have any words in here? Well, I got a number. Let's see what else we got. What else is in here? Imagine? Ooh. I don't hate that one. What do you think? I do like all of that though. That could be on a page, so let's come back to that. I was working with these during April of 2020. And I was making, you know, stay home things. All right, so this was what was left of whatever that project was. When I was visiting my grandmother recently, she sent me home with a bunch of these little books with different themes. Where are they? I don't know if there's any words. Ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? Well, I like this, but there's just no words that we can use. So, oh, that's cute. Another number popped up. I mean, could layer it like that, couldn't I? It doesn't help me with whatever word I need to go there. Oh, let's see, what's this? Do I have any? Another find in my box with all the ephemera. All right, let's see, what do we got here? So whenever I see a word in some kind of junk, I just cut it up. You know, if I think I'd probably like to use that one, although that one is kind of cute. What we got? All the fun things. I think probably I cut a lot of these out to be, you know, for like vision boards and stuff. And I don't know. Ooh, that's cute. It's sort of needs to be coffee dyed, but there is a little, we kind of tear that down a little more, maybe. You know, it's just part of the fun for me is to see what comes out of, you know, the junk. Oh, I tore that a little bit. You know, how it can kind of have a new life. And I just don't know, because it's not like this, it's not like all this is a kit that just, you know, comes together, which I absolutely love kits. You know, I do. But sometimes it's just so much fun to kind of, you know, I guess make something from nothing, kind of. Not nothing, but all right. Let's see, can we stain that? See how that'll work for us. You know, I just realized this may be too much green, but it may not be. I don't know. Do we just put it on like that? I mean, I think maybe we do, but it's just very flimsy, so it kind of needs a, you know, a backing of something. I think maybe not. I think, oh, how about this? This is a piece of cardstock. This came in the mail. Part of the fun, right? Trying to figure it out. Okay, let's just glue it and we'll figure it out from there. Because we got this torn edge, and then that's a straight edge, and I kind of like the tornness of it, you know? There, that does make me feel better. It's just, you know, got a little more strength. Yes, okay. Let's, oh yes, I'm loving it even more. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it. At some point you just gotta, right? Just decide that that is good. Okay. I really like that this number 5 was right there, but now it's getting all covered up and I'm never gonna see it. But I know that it's there. Faintly. All right, now we are going to, how are we going to do that? Do we just, I feel like it needs to go all the way down. You know, like I don't want it to catch there. Probably going to have to use my handy clip here. And this one, while it dries. There, all right. And now this. Still want it to be a little darker. All right, that's a little better. There. All right. I feel like this is a good conclusion for the cover. I think it doesn't usually take too long to dry. It's a little art glitter glue. There. I love it very much. See, and then we covered up the stitching there that wasn't so beautiful. And in here, it doesn't matter because if it's a little, you know, lopsided, it's okay because it adds to all the texture of the pages. So I like it. I think this is drying pretty good. I didn't glue these down, and I may go back in and do that, but you know, I wanted it to, you know, definitely be on the spine first, and now I can fold it over. So I think let's just do that while I'm talking about it. This video is probably gotten long enough. I'm gonna need to probably edit it and put it together and get it up online, and then I can come back when I'm working on the next steps, which really, I guess the next steps are going to be starting to decorate the pages. Maybe I could make some more ephemera. You know, I've got my these made here. See if I want to make anything else now that I've kind of uncovered some more bits. Ah, there we go. Yes, I am glad that I did that. That's going to make me a little happier. All right, not bad. I'm going to leave the strings there because that makes me happy. And as we go about, I'm sure I'll have more threads and things sticking out because I like that. But I am pleased with that so far. So thank you for joining me as I, you know, put together this junk journal with all of my junk mail envelopes that have been gathering. I feel really good about it. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.